Hi everybody. Topic of this video, which is the second video for today, is how to care for others without losing your mind. A lot of caregivers talk about how frustrating and stressful caregiving is, and it is. Juggling other people's lives, your parents, your spouse, your grandparents, your life, and their problems can be so much work, especially if you have your own life and your family and your career, or you're going to school, or you have things that you want to accomplish. When this happens, your mind can be on overdrive. Your thoughts never stop. They just keep going and going, and you feel frantic, right? You feel frazzled all the time because there is so much to do and not enough time. And the problem is that you think that other people in your life, the person you take care of, or maybe your siblings or somebody else, should be helping out and should be doing this or that, and they're not, and you're frustrated. So think about this. When was the last time you were in a place? And I don't necessarily mean like a physical place, but it could be a physical place. So when was the last time you were in a place where you were with yourself and your surroundings, and you weren't thinking about what you had to do, you were just chilling, you were just relaxing, and you had a sense of calm and a sense of peace? You know, maybe like think of being on a beach somewhere with nobody around, and all you can hear is the sound of the waves crashing, and it's a sunny day, and there's a breeze, and it's just beautiful, and your stress levels down, and your temperature's down, and you're just relaxed, and it's a very, very happy place. And for you, you know, you might not imagine being on a beach. Maybe you're, out in the woods somewhere. Maybe you're at home by yourself having a cup of coffee. Whatever that place is, when was the last time you had that feeling? And how much easier would life be if somehow you could just bring that feeling into your life and that sense of calm every single day? How much easier would life be if you could stop being agitated and annoyed by other people, or feeling like you're trying to control all these moving parts and pieces and life just isn't participating. Nobody's helping. Things are not working out. It's a struggle. So whether you are a family caregiver, a person with health concerns, or somebody who works in the healthcare industry, the goal of this video is to get you thinking about how to find that beach or that cup of coffee or the place in nature to just bring your temperature down, to help you start considering how you can care for others without losing your mind and being frazzled. Now, on the flip side, because I'm doing two videos today, I want to talk about the other one really quick. If you're feeling all these emotions, you could be stressed because you don't have a plan for healthcare and legal care and retirement and money and how to pay for care and all that kind of stuff. So I released another video today right before this one about the importance of planning and why people don't plan and reasons people should plan. So be sure to look that one up, because I can tell you it's harder to care for other people without losing your mind if you don't have some kind of plan in place. So look for the video called Caregiving, Healthcare, Retirement, Valuing Independence and Planning for the Future. If this is your first time or you are a return viewer, I thank you so much. I'm Pamela D Wilson. I'm a caregiving expert, advocate, speaker, and consultant who has served in care management, legal, and financial roles for clients for more than 20 years. I advise and consult with families, caregivers, and aging adults. So you can find information about me, my personal history, free information on my website, all below. Please do like this video, follow my channel, and share these videos, comment. Helps other people find their way here. You can also share this information with people in your family who may not have any knowledge about caregiving or any of this. Statistics are that fewer than 25% of people involved in caring for another person seek out any type of support groups or education or videos. which are very important to be able to manage all of this. So just the fact that you are here makes you a super amazing person. So let's talk about why caregiving has us frantic and losing our minds. Well, if you're caring for another person or yourself, it's easy to constantly be on what I call this cliff of overwhelm and drama. What's going to happen today? What's going to happen tomorrow? I can't think about all this. These worries accumulate and they build up, right? Job demands, chronic stress, people in your family, your mental health, burnout happens to people caring for others and people managing their own care. People who work in the healthcare industry suffer similar rates of burnout and stress and exhaustion as family caregivers. We're all in this together. And it can be emotionally draining to care for other people. I've done it for over 20 years. I've been responsible for the care of people for over 20 years. Just as you may be responsible for the care of yourself or a loved one or family member. So 3 quick tips on the beginning of this video. So create a strong support team, whether that is your family member, friends, or a caregiver support group. I have one on Facebook. It's called the Caregiving Trap. You can join. Then number 2, you want to have some coping strategies, things that you do every day to calm yourself down. And then you want to have relationships with positive people and people that inspire and motivate you, even if it's only through finding videos like this on YouTube. So we all know that thoughts and words can be positive or they can be destructive. And it can be very easy to get in a habit of thinking that as a caregiver, everybody has to do things our way, or that our way is the right way. And what that really results in is we get stuck in these ruts, right? Where there's one right way to do everything, and if anybody who doesn't do it that way, we don't want their help or they're bad people. And so what happens is our mind is just spinning and spinning and spinning, and we're over here and over there, and we're thinking about this and that, and we're not in the present. So I'm going to share a couple of examples of things that you can think about starting to do today to help you care for other people without totally losing your mind. So first example, how many times are you with somebody and you're looking at them and they're talking to you and your mind is over here thinking, I got to go to the grocery store and I need eggs and I got to pick up prescriptions and then I got to go get this and that and that. And you're really not paying attention to what they're saying. Well, that being distracted can become a habit where you're just not paying attention to what's in front of you because you're thinking over here. And what happens is you could make a big mistake on something. You could get into a car accident because you're thinking about something else over here. You could leave your house and forget your lunch or forget something you were supposed to take to go with you to work. How many times do we do those things because we are distracted? Being distracted can unintentionally harm somebody in your caregiving or your care relationship. So the way to work through this is to think about being present and attentive in the moment. So I'm talking to somebody on the phone. I'm going to ignore everything else out here and I'm going to pay attention to this person. If the phone rings and I don't have time to pay attention to this person, I'm not going to pick up the phone. If I have a meeting with somebody, I'm going to prepare for the meeting. I'm going to be present. I'm going to be there, get my questions answered, address the concerns, move on to the next thing. So how do you do this in your life? Well, whether you work or you're a caregiver full-time or you have a mix of both, have a calendar and create a schedule and block time for projects and only focus on the project that you have listed on your calendar at that day and time. Don't let anything else distract you. So it's Saturday morning. I'm going to pay my bills. Then I'm going to go pick up mom and dad's prescription. Then I'm going to go to mom and dad's house for an hour. Then I'm going to go work out for myself or do something for myself. And you just don't let anything else get in the way unless it's an absolute life or death emergency. Now, this takes discipline, right? And it takes planning. But I can tell you, if you can begin to just put a little bit of this into your life, it will allow you to focus on one thing at a time because you know that All those other things you're thinking about over here, the groceries and everything, it's in your schedule. So you don't have to think about it anymore because it's on there somewhere and you're going to get it done. It's no different than, making a to-do list every day, except on this one, you're scheduling the time. So you're being a little more practical about how much time is it going to take me to do this. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes. I'm going to give myself an hour here, and this is going to take 2 hours. What it avoids is being less frantic because you underestimated the amount of time it takes to do something. Or you underestimated and you had 10 things on your list today and you only got 3 done, and now you're beating yourself up because it's like, oh, I only got 3 done. Now there's 7 more that I have to add to tomorrow when I already had 10 other things for tomorrow. So reduce the stress in your life, reduce the frantic, frenetic energy, and just calm down. The other thing that stops us from finding calm in our lives and from being more at peace if we are caring for other people, we feel like we are losing our mind and we can't remember anything and we're just like failing at everything, is because we can fall into the habit of spending too much time thinking about other people's problems, or why somebody said something, or why they do what they do, or we're just worrying about something. And so at any point in your day, how many times does a thought come in and it's, oh, I'm thinking about my friend Mary and she's got this problem. Or, my mom or dad, they have this problem. And so those thoughts are really distracting you, again, from what you have right in front of you. And they don't really get you anywhere. You're just, your mind starts to problem solve and it goes off on a tangent. So the next time that one of those thoughts comes into your head, friend, elderly parent, spouse, whatever, stop and say to yourself, I love my friend, I love this person. I'm sending them positive thoughts and I'm sending them compassion for whatever problems they face today. And I'm going to release it. And I'm going to return to my thoughts in this moment and what I want to focus on right now and what I want to focus on today. And I'm going to give myself compassion to do that. That can help you stop spinning, worrying about everybody else's problems. Just send them compassion, send them love, send them hope that they manage, just like they can do the same for you. Number 3 on the list, disagreements. Disagreements with aging parents who are stubborn. Disagreements with siblings who say they will help and then they just don't show up. Disagreements with, people at a doctor's office or an insurance company or whatever. When we disagree with other people, it's important to realize that the disagreement may happen because of different priorities or different expectations, right? We're not on the same page. Disagreement. And so if we can recognize that we are passionate about what we believe in and what we want, and other people are too, and that doesn't make them bad people. It doesn't make them wrong people. It just makes them different. We all have a right to our thoughts on what we want to do. The problem is if we allow these disagreements to divide us, to separate us, it can damage relationships. Judging the choices of another person. Your mom or dad should exercise. They should take their medications. They should eat better. Your brother or sister should help, with your parents. Letting your mind spin on those things is just fueling the fire of more disagreements. These thoughts divide us from other people. So what you have to think about is if you're allowing these thoughts to consume your mind and you get frantic about them, is that really how you want to live your life? Do you want to be divided from other people and separate from other people? Or would you rather, come together and just accept that you have differences and, do the best you can? Because really disagreeing with others, being different from other people, it's part of life. Everybody has different opinions and goals and wishes and dreams. If you can become comfortable with disagreement and differing opinions and realize that it's okay if somebody doesn't agree with you. People always don't have to agree with you. you can then start to release this control that you want to have over the outcome of a situation that maybe you have no control over. You're stressing over something that you can't change, right? Or that there's expectations out there. People expect things of you, you expect things of them. In a caregiving role, if you can learn to offer help without the expectation of being appreciated, because you have enough self-esteem to know that you're doing a good job and you're happy with the work that you're doing, right? Or if you can help somebody without the need to expect them to take your advice. Say, well, here's your options. Go ahead and do it. Do whatever you want. It's your choice. Realize that their choice is their choice, and they live with the consequences of those choices, just as your choices are your choices, and you live with the consequences of your choices. Separate the two. If you can do these things and start doing these things, you can reduce the amount of time that you spend worrying about other people, being distracted, having this frantic mind that never stops and you can't sleep at night because you're worried about all of this stuff. If you can find ways to have peaceful moments in your day, even if you can't get away, let's say you're at work and something upsets you and you just go to your desk and you close your mind for a few minutes and you think about, again, that place on the beach with nobody else around and the sand is soft and the sky is blue and the sun is out and there's a breeze and you're just listening to those waves. Whatever that beach is for you, find it once a day, a couple times a day. Learn how to meditate so that you can calm your mind. Choose to be present in the moment. Bless other people. Wish them well rather than being annoyed by people or feeling that they have to change. I can tell you the other day I had a lot of things going on and my mind was thinking all over the place and it was spinning. So I went on my daily walk. And by the time I was finished, I was just, the spinning had stopped. My mind was calm. It happens to be fall right now. So I was out looking at the beautiful leaves on the trees and appreciating nature and being thankful for everything that I had. And it was like I did not want that moment to stop because it felt so good. That is what you want to find in your everyday life, even if you can only find it up here in your thoughts. It's nice if you can go out and experience it, but that is not always possible. So do whatever it takes to center yourself, to find peace throughout the day, to bless other people and wish them well. Because the world and everybody in it, while you may want to control your caregiving world, you can't always do that. What you can do is change your response to people and situations and focus more on what you want, your thoughts, your needs, your wishes, because it is perfectly okay to do that. Sometimes caregivers give up too much of their lives and they end up regretting it. That is not necessary. Other people created their lives. They created their problems. They can also create their solutions. Sometimes they need a little help. So the better that you care for yourself, the easier it's going to be you will be able to deal with these ups and downs in life and balance what's important and what's not important. And you'll just find yourself to be more at peace because being peaceful becomes more important to you. Not disagreeing with people, not judging people, not worrying about people constantly. Having peace of mind and confidence in your abilities will help you make better life choices and have better relationships with other people. It will also greatly improve your mental health and your physical well-being. I'm Pamela D Wilson, caregiving expert, advocate, speaker, and consultant. Again, I thank you so much for being here. Scroll below, lots of helpful links, ways to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, free education on my website, my caregiver support group, my book, my blog. Please do like this video, share my channel. Helps other people find their way here. You're offering your help in a manner, and it's up to them whether or not they choose to participate. Thanks again. I'll see you all again soon in another video.